Good morning. I am now live, hopefully, and I've got the volume on. And every Friday, we are going to do a game of some sort or a math activity that's a bit different. Lots of you have worked very, very hard all week, and I'm going to try and teach you a game, or we're going to learn a game together and hopefully have some fun. So I'm hoping everyone's ready to have some fun today. So let's get cracking with the first activity. So we are going to be looking today at how to play a game called Yahtzee. Now, Yahtzee is a game made by Hasbro, and it's a game involving dice. So hopefully you all got the message. You're going to need some sheets and you need some dice. Do not worry if you haven't got them now. You can watch the video, and you can even make your own sheets by pausing the video later on and showing, because I'll have a sheet on the screen that you can copy down if you want to. So Yahtzee is a game played with 5 dice. So I've got my 5 dice here. I am a big fan of orange, so they're my orange dice. I don't know if I can show you that very easily. But I've also got one of these, which is a dice rolling circle. Dice tray is the word I'm looking for. Okay, so if we've all got those things, let's go through some of the rules for those people who haven't played before, and then hopefully if you have played before, you'll be able to join in. We're going to see when we're playing, maybe some people are going to get Yahtzees or be able to report in the live feed how they're getting on at the same time. So, without further ado, let's go through some of the rules. We are going to be using a sheet like the one you can see just on the screen, and we're going to be playing a game through. I'm going to play one live game where I'm going to play on my own. Normally we play with more than one person, we take it in turns. But it's okay to play on your own as well, because you're all going to be playing against Mr. Harris. And the good thing about playing on live like this is that we can all play at the same time and record our scores and then find out how we got on. So, as you can see, these are the things I've asked you to get yourself ready. A grid like at the top and 5 dice. Now, you may have noticed Mr. Harris had a problem counting to 5 dice. That's because having a spare one's always fine, but I liked this picture of all the different coloured dice, so I decided to include this picture. So I hope you don't mind. So you can download these sheets from the description below. You can download them from the Facebook group where I've shared them, so that's the Mr. Harris School of Maths Facebook group. And hopefully there's lots of places that you can do things. Now, one bit of good news I heard this morning. Did you know there's currently 0 cases of coronavirus in Antarctica? Apparently it's because they're all isolated. Never mind, Mr. Harris. If I keep trying, maybe I'll get you laughing one day. Okay, so shall we go on and to learn some of the rules? So how it's going to work. Each turn, you're going to take your dice and roll all 5 of them. And I'm going to roll mine into a tray. And I've got 2 6s, 2 2s and a 1. You're then going to choose from those how many you want to keep and how many you want to roll again. You're allowed 2 roll agains each turn. You're going to be trying to target some of the things I'm going to show you down the side. Don't worry, if you mess up and you end up after 3 turns without any of those things, you get 1 chance round where you just add up all the spots on the dice and that's how many points you get. Also, you can always put a 0 next to something you don't think you're going to score. So let's have a quick look at how that might work. Well, in the grid, we're going to be doing game 1. It's got aces, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s and 6s. In that, all you get is your score for how many of those dice you've got. So if I rolled all 1s, I'd get 5 in that column. If I rolled 3 1s, I get 3. I can even just get 1 1. Now, what I ideally want is to get 3 or more of every one of these numbers, if I can, because if I get 3 or more of every number, I get a bonus score at the end if I get my total of those top bits of more than 63. I'm going to get 35 bonus points. So you would fill all those in. Don't worry, I'm going to play the game with you all to show you exactly how that works. You don't have to do it in order. A good tactic, don't tell anyone I've told you this, is if you've got 5s or 6s early, get those in. If you can get 4 5s or 4 6s early, that gives you a big score at the top. So, what are we going to go on to next? We are now going to look at how you're going to score the bottom bits, because the bottom bits are a little bit more complicated. Not much, but a little bit. They are all geared around storing your numbers and saving them up to try and get big patterns. If you can get big patterns, then we will be able to store them and get big points. That's where lots of the points come from, the bottom section. So we need to know what these things are. So these are what we've got to focus on. Can we get 3 of a kind? That means after we've done a roll, and I'm going to keep my 2 6s, and I'm going to roll again, and I'm going to keep, I've got another 6 with a 4 and a 3. I'll roll those 4 and a 3 again. I got 4 6 6 6, 4 and 1. That would mean I could do this as my 3 of a kind. My 3 of a kind is going to be 3 6s. It can be any number, but obviously the good thing about this is you add up the dots on all the cubes. So 6 and 6 and 6 makes 18. Add 1 is 19. Add 4. I would write 23 in that little box. The next one's very similar. It's 4 of a kind. And so you can see we would add up them all. If instead of getting a 4, I'd got a 6, I've got 6, 6, 6, 6 and 1. 4 of a kind because it's 4 6s. So I'd add all those together and I get 25 points in that section. Full house is where we have 3 of one thing and 2 of another. So this is what the first 3 I've been talking about. We've got 3 dice showing the same, 4 dice showing the same, and then for 25 points, you can get 3 of one thing and 2 of another. It doesn't matter if they're 4s and 1s, you just score 25 points for doing that. It doesn't matter which ones. So you can get 3 2s and 2 3s, or 3 6s and 2 1s. Just 3 of one thing, 2 of another when you stop. Now, one thing I forgot to mention, you can choose to stop at any time you want. If you roll and you get really good roll on the first roll, maybe I've just rolled and I've just got 2 6s, I've got 3 6s and 2 4s. That's already 3 of a kind and a pair. Full house. I'm just going to take 25 points and stop there. We'll show you that when I'm showing you a live run of my effort at the game that you're going to try and beat. The next 2 are called high straight and low straight. They use this word sequential, which means numbers in order. That means if you can get it to stop with 1 2 3 4, or 2 3 4 5, or 3 4 5 6, that's 4 in order. So that would stay as a low straight. The 5 dice, if you can get it as 1 2 3 4 5, or 2 3 4 5 6, then you've got all 5 in order and you'd scare 40 points. Finally is the name of the game, a Yahtzee. If all your numbers are the same, you can score 50 points in the Yahtzee column. So you can put them all in and just score 50 points. It doesn't matter what number it is, 50. Now, if you then go on and get a second Yahtzee, you get a bonus score at the end of the game of 100 more points. So Yahtzees are very difficult, and you can see it's quite rare to get them. Now, the final one is the chance. It's like a second go, a second chance. If you don't like any of your, you roll all your numbers and you're on your third go and you go, oh no, I haven't got anything here. So in that case, you add up all the total on the dice and put it in your chance. For this reason, you can never score less than 5 points, because even if you manage to get no points in everything, you'd get 1 1 1 1 1. But if you got 1 1 1 1 1, you'd probably get the Yahtzee. So instead of that, you'd probably go for that. So I'm back. I'm here. Are we ready to play? We're going to give it a go. You're going to follow. I'm going to try and glance onto the different chat things and check if how everyone's doing. If you've got your sheets, feel free to play at the same time. But if you're still learning, don't worry. This bit will be really useful to show you how I'm going to score my things. So I'm hoping this works now. I'm still getting used to it, but we are getting better, I believe. I think if I do this and I do this, I end up on display on a screen that will allow me to do some scoring. If that's all worked and I'm not on mute, then we're still together and I must be learning a little bit. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to roll my first 5 dice, and I managed to get 1, 2, 2, 4, 6. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep those 2 2s. I'll keep those to the side, take those out of my tray and roll the other 3. So we're going to roll them again, and I've got another 2. That's useful. I got 5, 2 and 6. I'll keep that one out as well. I've got a last roll. It would be brilliant if I got 2 2s now. Oh, it's a 4 and a 6. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write that. I'm going to go to where it says 2s, and I've got 3 of them. So I'm going to put 6 points in there. I'm interested to what you guys did. Well done. If anyone's got a Yahtzee, I'm going to keep my eyes peeled for anyone who goes on the live chat on whether they manage to get a Yahtzee. We've got 40 people potentially playing at the same time. Maybe we'll have someone get their first Yahtzee. Because that's the end of my turn, I'm going to go again and start again. This time, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Well, that's already in order. So I'm 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll keep those. And I'm going to roll the 6. Can I get a 5? It's another 6. And it's a 2. So I don't get that. So I get just a small state. 1, 2, 3, 4 is 4 in a row. I can score 30 points for that. Next one. Let's get rid of this roll so we can then have some space for the next roll. Roll all 5. I've got 5, 5, 6, 1, 3. 5, 5, 6, 1, 3. Well, I haven't got my 5s yet, and I haven't got 3 of a kind yet, and 5's quite a nice big number. So let's keep the 5s and see what happens with those. I'll roll the other 3. I haven't got any more 5s there. I got 6, 1, 4 this time. But I'm going to keep rolling because I'm going for these 5s. I got no 5s at all. So I haven't got many options. I could use my chance, but I'm going to risk it. And I'm going to put 10 for 2 5s are 10. That's all I'm going to score for my 5s is 10 points. And I go again. Hopefully it's not too boring. Hopefully we're playing all together. Anyone got a Yahtzee yet? Okay, no one yet. So I've got here come the 5s. I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4, 5. I've got 2 rolls here to try and get a 1 or a 6. A 1! I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going to go at my large straight. And I don't have to use my 5th turn because I got it straight away. That wasn't very neat writing, Mr. Harris. So we've got all of our points there so far. We keep going. And we've got, 3 4s on the first roll. Well, I'll keep those. And I'll re-roll my 2 and my 3. No more 4s there. 1 more 4. I'll put those in my 4s as 16 because 4 4s are 16. 4 and 4 and 4 and 4. I go again. 3, 3, 2, 4 and 6. 3, 3. I need my 3s. Let's take those out and see if we can get some more. 1, 2, 6. There's no more 3s. Where have my 3s gone? I got 2 3s, but I also got 2 4s as well. That means I can have the full house because 3, 3, 3 and 4, 4 is the full house. 2 of one thing, 3 of another for 25 points. How are people? Oscar's got a Yahtzee. Well done, Oscar. 50 points to you. Christine's got one as well. 50 points to you. Fantastic. Excellent efforts. Remember, if you can't put anything, you have to put 0 in something. Now, this is interesting. I've got 3 3s to start off. But I've already got my 3. Oh, I didn't take my 3s in the end, so we're going to go with 3s. Another 3. I've got a roll for a Yahtzee. Oh, it was a 5. I'll put 4 3s in here. Is 12. I need to find a way that I can show you my dice so you can see what I'm doing. I've got 1, 4, 3, 5, 4. Let's keep the 2 4s. I haven't got my 3 of a kind yet. I've got my 4s, but I'm not getting any 6s at the moment. Oh, no. Oh, this is bad. I've got no more 4s. Uh-oh. No more 4s. I've got, right now, 4, 4, 2, 3, and 5. That means I'm going to take my chance of adding them all together. And I think that makes 18. So down here in the chance, I can write 18. Still haven't got a Yahtzee like some of you have. Well done, Olive Lord. You've got a Yahtzee. Alicia, there is actually online. You can find some different Yahtzee games where you type in Yahtzee and you can find them and you can play online. But if you can't find 5 dice, you'll have to wait until afterwards before you can go through all your Monopoly games. Okay, 1, 1, 2, 4, 6. What? I need my 1s still. So let's try and see if I can get my 1s. I'd quite like to get a few more 1s and get my Yahtzee, because it seems like lots of you have already. There's another one. I've got 1 more roll. Oh, I'm just going to put 3 in here. It's not many points, but it's some. We're getting through this. Oh, some 6s have come up. Definitely want those. Oh, no more 6s in my next roll. I'm not rolling very well. 2 6s. This is terrible. Oh dear. Mr. Harris is going to have to put 12 in his 6s. And that's bad because I've now finished all of these so I can add them all up. 3 and 6 is 9, 11, 21, 31, 41, 47, 49, 59. No bonus for Mr. Harris. So my top section gets me 59. I need some points in this bottom section. I've got 3 more rolls to go and then you can stop and play some times and see if you can beat my score. 2 6s in the first go is a bit good, but then no more 6s. 1 more 6 for my 3 of a kind. Add them all together. I got 4 and a 1. 18, 19, 23. I don't think I'm going to get a Yahtzee, guys. Another Yahtzee with 5 1s, Christine. That's incredible. Lucas got 1 as well. Lovely to see different people getting their Yahtzees. I've got 2 4s. I've gone for 4 of a kind. I need some more 4s, please. 1 more 4. I need another 4. I missed the tray. Got to roll it in the tray. Oh, I'm going to have to put... Do I give up on my Yahtzee? Or do I'm going to give up on my Yahtzee and put a 0. You watch. If I get a Yahtzee now, I'm going to do the saddest face ever. Well, I've got... Oh, well, I'm going for 4 of a kind. This isn't very good. I've got 2 2s, but the biggest numbers are 4. 2 more 4s. I just need 1 more 4 in my last roll of the game. I didn't get one, so I have to pop a 0 there. We then add them all together. Remember to add the units first. 3 and 5 is 8, and 8 is 16. And then 2 and 2 is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13. 136 on my bottom bit, plus my 59, and I'm going to add them together for a grand total of 195. So can you beat Mr. Harris's score of 195? 5 sequential dice, Heather. Brilliant. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Devangi's got his Yahtzee. That's fantastic to see. Well done, Devangi. Devangi, sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. You have to let me know. Oh, it's Roshan. I do apologise. Roshan, well done. Okay. Well, so 195 is my score. So, I'd love to see you carry on commenting in the comments how you get on against my 195, because I want to see how you got on. So, my challenge to you is, will you let me know your best scores? Will you let me know how you've been getting on? And let me know in the comments what you've done. Did you get Yahtzees? Put them in the comments below the video. Oh, I'm in the way of this display. Put them in the comments below the video. Put them in the comments to the live chat, which I'll stay in. And Lily's just got a Yahtzee. This is brilliant seeing all these Yahtzees. I hope you're having a lot of fun. Nitesh has got a Yahtzee as well. Full house for Christine. 250, Oscar. Heather's just got 5 sixes. You are all better at this game than I am. So it looks like now I've taught you the game. My challenge is this. Can you beat my score of 196? Let me know. Show me the pictures. No fibbing. That was the other day when we were doing Fibonacci. So show me what you did. I've had a lot of fun doing this with you. This has been me doing this video. Just a little game, and I want to know what games we want to try next Friday. Remember, share this around. Tell everyone if you're enjoying it, because the more people who get some fun out of this, the better. We're trying to give you I'm trying to give you activities that you can enjoy. Play this with your family. Hopefully, maybe some of you are playing with mums and dads right now, or brothers and sisters. It's an excellent way to pass some time and have a bit of fun with doing a little bit of maths that doesn't feel like maths. So, ladies and gentlemen, all there is to say is thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye. I'll be in the chat to cheer on some more Yahtzees and speak to people for a little while. But remember, you can comment below how you got on. If you enjoyed this video, please do drop a like on it. And remember, you can subscribe for more videos. There'll be more next week. I'm also planning on doing something surprising this week. So let me know what you'd like me to see. This weekend, I'm going to learn a skill. I'm also going to do something on Sunday called a board game design workshop. It will be for all ages, including adults. I'm a board game designer as well as being a maths teacher. So I'm going to do stuff on a board game design workshop. So stay peeled. If you fancied finding out a bit more about how we could design a board game, then we can talk to you about it, and you can then go off next week and design your board game. And I'd love to find out how you're getting on with that as well. Thank you very much. I've been Mr. Harris. Goodbye.